Let's take a look at the text tool. You can access the text tool from here. This icon, the T is the text tool, or you can use the shortcut T to activate the text tool. Once you do it, here is the horizontal type tool. There are few other different types of tool as well, so make sure you do the horizontal type tool. Okay, now after that you'll see this there is a cursor here. I'm going to click and I'm going to type something like Photoshop. I'm not able to see the font, so I'm going to go here. This is the font color. I can change the color of the font. So I made a mistake in typing, as you can see. So go to text tool. You need to have this activated. Just click here and you will have the cursor back here, Photoshop, and give the small enter. Press the small enter, or you can press the escape key, or you can just give a check mark from here once you have done editing the text. So after that you have few more options, like if you want to change the font, you can change from here. Currently it is this font. You can change it to something else as per your choice. I'm going to keep it in this for now. Here you can have options like light, medium, semi-bold, bold. If the font has the font doesn't have these other regular medium, semi-bold stuff, then it will not show up here. It depends on the font. Like if I change it to Lato, it has way more options here. So make sure the font has the other types of fonts to support this in case you want it bold or italics or something like that. You can change the font size from here. Currently it is 103 points. If I drop down here, there are some few presets like 72 and make it smaller. I could just go here and type in 200 and press enter. And there my font size has increased. What I can do is get the mouse here and you can see there is a little option. I can click and drag, it will increase the font size. If I move further, it will increase, and if I move backwards, then it decreases the font size. These are the anti-alias options. You can zoom in and check the edge. Currently it is sharp. If I give it to none, you can see the edge is rather very sharp, very jaggedy, not so smooth. Let's give it sharp now. So it's a better result. Let's give a crisp. There, a little different. Strong, smooth. Windows LCD or just Windows. So depending, I'm going to keep smooth for now because I think smooth is the best option for now. Okay. Now we have alignment tools here. This is left align, this is center align, and this is right align. Left align would put the text to left, always left. Center would give this text to center, and the right align will give me right alignment, as we have learned in Word, MS Word, and basics. Here I can click and change the color from here. Let's say I want a red one. If you notice, I have another properties here, which is much more deeper than that. And I have one more option here, that is create warp text. I can change the style of this text. Currently the style is none. If I go here, this text will change the shape according to the shape shown here. It will fit itself in this particular shape, like so. And I have few properties here, like how would I want to tweak the effect. Horizontal, I want to make the bend bigger or smaller. I can even go in reverse direction. depending on what's my liking about it. I can make it in one direction as well. Let's give a horizontal distortion. So squeezes it one side and expands it other side. So in case if I want something like that, I can do that as well. I can change this to vertical. Bend would be now vertical. Let's give arc lower, and it will give me effect something like this. Arc upper will give me bend on the upper side or the lower side, whichever is my preference. So you can see that this changes the shape according to the effect. If you want to go funky and crazy with the font, you can use this option. And we have another option here, that is character panel. So the character panel, click on this and you will see this is a character panel. You have all these properties within this as well, and few more as well. So here I can change the font again in case I want to change the font, and this one is hindering the view. You can use this option, this, click on this and you'll get this. You can just, so it will be on the side and it will be more comfortable, and you can look at the font how it changes. This particular font has no small letters, so it doesn't show any small letters there. Okay, I have the same option, light, medium, semi-bold, bold, italics and everything. This is the size again. I can increase or decrease the size. This is the leading. I need to add something here, Photoshop, and text. Let's give it text, enter, and I give text, check to edit, and yeah. Now if I increase the leading, this will give me the spacing between the two lines. Yeah, I can give it here auto, and it will automatically give me a suitable line spacing between two lines. I have this kerning option between two characters, and it's a very subtle effect. You can just take a look here. Now if I change from matrix to optical, a little bit of change you can observe here. There. Next option we have is tracking. I can increase or decrease the spacing between all the individual characters. Currently it is 0. Let's give it 100, and there the spacing increased. Let's give it 200. I can just go in and type in there like 300. Okay. So let's give it 0 for now. I can particularly increase the height of a font. Currently it is 100%. So if I give 150, it increased the height of the font. And if I give 150 to the width, it will increase the width of the font. But let's not do that, because fonts are very well calculated and then designed. So changing the font would just make the appearance dull of the font. Won't be the same font anymore if you play around with this thickness or height here. So here the option is if you change this, increase that, and it will move from its origin point. Currently it was here and it will move that way. It goes only one side. Keep it 0. And we again have the color option here. We can change the color. Here are some options like if I give this option, that is bold. In case you don't have a bold option in this here, you can use an artificial bold Photoshop provides. Just click, give me a little thicker font, and I have entered italics. So in case I don't, in this font I don't have the italics option here, so I can do it using this option. And this is, everything will be all caps, everything is in capital. This if I click on this, you can see that the capital letter will stay capital and will be enlarged. Everything else will also be capital, but the one that was initially capital will be little bigger in size. I have this superscript, so in case I want to give like centimeters square, I can just select this and then give superscript, check. So I can give this kind of font, and that is a subscript. So in case if I want to type H2O, this H2O, select the 2, and this will give me the subscript H2O. In case I want the underline, so I'm going to go back to the Photoshop text and I will underline, give this underline option. This will give me an underline, and that is a strike through. So these are the few options how you can create and edit the text. Make sure that the text layer is always selected if you want to make the effect work on that. That is a common mistake that students do, that they don't select the particular layer and then work on it. So be careful with the layer management.